and welcome to this six-part series helping healers and healing practitioners regain their power and their energy and releasing out whatever negativity that may be happening in your life. In today's session, we're going to talk about decharging, and I specifically chose the first one to be the most important thing because we all know that as healers, that when we give our positive energy, automatically the negative energy from our clients just seem to attract to us. So decharging is about the conscious effort to release out anything that you may be holding on consciously or unconsciously. Now, in the decharging series, we talk about the importance of using the five elements to help support you in that process: the earth element, the fire element, the sky or the ether element, the water element, and lastly, the air element. So I'm going to talk about the earth element first because it is super magnetic and powerful. What I suggest a lot of times to clients is to take off your shoes or sit in a place where there's grass and take your hands and your feet and just place it on top of the earth. Now you could be sitting on a beach towel or a chair, whatever have you. That's okay, because what happens is because we're healers, we're constantly using our hands. It's a conduit, and it's a vehicle for receiving and giving energy. So what we're going to do is, you can even take a leaf from a plant. You pull it off and putting your intention to release. If you don't have the grass around, you can do this. You take a leaf and you put your intention into releasing that negativity that you might have felt throughout the day. And it may take a few times, but what you can do after you have taken that leaf is you make sure that you take it and you put it somewhere where people won't touch it. Put it into like a bush or somewhere where no one's going to really access it. Now, with regards to the earth element, if you can't have access to a plant or a leaf, what I do is I take my magic rock, which is a black Shiva lingam. And the reason why it's so powerful is because A, it's black, and B, it's granite. And the granite is like a representation of the earth element. So a lot of times when I'm with clients or I'm doing a healing, I will hold on to this black rock so that as I'm doing the healings, all that negativity and vibrations go straight to the black rock. And then after I finish my sentence and I decharged, what I do is I take the water element and I take my jug of water and I intentionally release that negativity that is in that black rock. See that? Boom. Done. Released. That, like that. Now, the water, no problem. Take that water and you put it in the plant. Put it back to the earth. That's the power of the earth element. You can take a flower, a leaf, or just put your hands on a tree. Either way, you're connecting to the earth element. You're connecting to the vibrations. You're releasing into that earth element. That's what you call power transfer. Now, the next element I'm going to talk about is the fire element. Now, here's a really great example. In our center, this meditation center, what we do is, we create a fire pit and then we do that. But you can't always do that because you're either in an apartment or whatever have you. But you can decharge by looking into that fire. See that? You can look into that fire and you can just release and burn that negativity into the fire. It's a very powerful technique, and it's oftentimes one of the most powerful techniques to release out negativity and to release out any type of things that you might have held on to. Now, the sky element, that's connected to the nature. So I suggest whenever you need to really release, go for a walk. If you can, go to the beach. Take off your shoes and socks, walk on the beach. Automatically, the nature will suck out whatever negativity that you may be holding on to, consciously or unconsciously. And the other thing is, go for nature walks. Go for a walk around the block. As long as there are trees, that oxygen and those vibrations are there to help support you to release. Now, the fourth technique is the water element. And this is really, really, really important. At the end of the day, I know everybody's really tired, they're hungry, they're exhausted. Before you do anything else, take out 10 minutes, take a shower or a bath, and allow that water element to just kind of wash over you, and with your intention, release those vibrations. You can see the thoughts going off in your mind as you're releasing those negative thoughts, because they're associated with a vibration that you absorb that you may not be aware of. But, or take a bath. Taking a bath really allows your muscles to relax. It allows you to release, because a lot of times when we come home, we're just tense. So you want to do it so that you can feel the release and letting go through your intention as the water just bathes you. Now, the last one is breathing. I'm going to take a deep breath before I talk about this one, because it is one of the most important things that you can do is to breathe deeply. Now, exercise is really great because you're incorporating the increase of oxygen into your system. You're allowing the cells to rejuvenate through the oxygen that you're intaking in. And breathing in deeply is so profoundly important, because the yogis, they say that when you inhale, you're increasing the prana, the life force in your body, mind, and soul. And then when you exhale, you're releasing out the stress, and you're telling your body, your mind, and your system that you're releasing out those toxins through the air element. And it's really, really powerful, because when you breathe more deeply, your mind becomes more equanimity, more stable, less up and down. That's the power of the air element. So thanks for listening to this first part. It's the foundation for the next part, where we talk about recharging. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video coming up, and take care and have a blessed day.